Hello, everyone, members and friends of Milden and all others. Welcome to this midweek meditation. This is Tom Coy, Covenant Pastor at the Milden Presbyterian Church in Sharps, Virginia. And lately, we have been working our way through the fruits of the Spirit as they are listed in Paul's letter to the Galatians. And it's a subset, really, of the larger topic of the work of the Holy Spirit. The fruits of the Spirit are gifts that are given to us that we can actually express, and they are visible signs of the work of the Holy Spirit in our lives. So, we have been looking at the gifts. There are 9 of them in all, and today we're going to look at number 6, generosity. So, let's get started. So what is the Holy Spirit? This is the question I've been asking each time we have this installment, the next installment of the series. What is the Holy Spirit and what does it do? Though Christians profess to believe in the Trinity, we're much more able to talk about God and Jesus and our thoughts about those two than we are about the Holy Spirit. We get a little bit fuzzy on what the Holy Spirit is. Well, one way that we can become better acquainted with the Holy Spirit is to look at what it does. And what it does is to, it does a lot of things, but one thing that it does is to develop qualities within us, traits called fruits of the Spirit. The Spirit instills these in us, and these traits can be expressed in ways that we present ourselves to the world, to other people. It influences our attitudes, it influences our relationships. These fruits of the Spirit help us to be more loving toward God and more loving to the people around us. So you see, they're very practical demonstrations of God's power, and they are very personal and they are in our lives. Well, this week we're going to look at the spiritual fruit of generosity. Like all the other spiritual fruits, generosity begins with God. It is a divine quality modeled by the Lord again and again. God was generous when he created the earth with all of its abundance and beauty. He was generous in his blessings to Noah and to Abram and Sarah and their descendants. I will be your God, and you will be my people. He continued to be lavishly generous in extending mercy to sinners like you and me. And his grace allows us to confess our faults. It also gives us strength to make amends. And God is lavish in empowering us to live as vital and confident people of faith. When people receive the fruit of generosity, they are freed from smallness of mind, pettiness of character, meanness of spirit, and miserliness of goods. They are instead filled with a bountiful heart. They become magnanimous, freely sharing themselves and their possessions with others. A powerful illustration comes from the beloved story by Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. In it, we are presented with the businessman, Ebenezer Scrooge, who has not an ounce of generosity in his heart. He is so penurious that he is even reluctant to give his workers the day off on Christmas. Though wealthy, he is miserly and beloved by no one. In contrast, we also see another character in that story, Tiny Tim, the disabled son of Scrooge's employee, Bob Cratchit. Here is a child, poor in health, but rich in soul. He has a spirit so charitable that he insists his family pray for Ebenezer Scrooge, even when they did not want to. By the end of the story, as we all know, Scrooge has a total transformation. He freely embraces Christmas with all its possibilities for sharing, and he does it with abundant joy. We say, as people of faith, that's what the Holy Spirit can do to a human life. Just like the singer in the old song who pleads, "Lord, I want to be more giving in my heart," we too can know that same kind of transformation. It is the Holy Spirit that grows the fruit of generosity within us. Generosity. Next week we will explore gift number 7 or fruit number 7, faithfulness. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you then.